I've had a really tough second year, and in this video, I'll be going to share with you 9 things I wish I knew before I got into medical school. Let's get into it. This video isn't for only medical students. If you're any university student, this can help you. So I'll start with number one. These are the things I wish I knew. First of all, I wish I knew how to manage my time. Interesting, right? I faced this challenge when I came to university. I didn't really know how to manage my time. I didn't know how to organize my life. I didn't know what to do and at what time I should do it, because at university there are a lot of activities, from church activities to prayer meetings to rehearsals to group studies. There are lots, and you can imagine you have to even plan the time you have to sleep. You also plan the time you have to learn. With all the chaos that is happening in this school, you also have to learn to multitask as part of this time management. It's like a skill that the school wants you to learn. You have a lot of things to do at the same time, and you have like deadlines to prepare and submit some works and a whole lot. So when I realized that my time was being wasted and so disorganized, I started watching YouTube videos on how to manage my time in medical school, what I should do, when I should learn, and a whole lot. And I came across some videos that said I should start using calendar. Calendar, that app on my phone, I don't really use it for anything. So it was then that I started putting things in my calendar. So if I have a class at this time, I'll put it in my calendar. If I have anything to do, I'll place it in my calendar, and I can move them simply through the if you use Google Calendar, you see how it is. You can easily move the schedules and arrange it, rearrange it, and it was very helpful. There are a lot of apps on Play Store and App Store that can help you get this time management that you want. And please don't think in medical school you have less time, because when you become a doctor, the time that will be taken away from you will be too much, and you realize that in medical school you actually had more time. So if you come to medical school, don't stop that instrument that you are playing. Don't stop learning that language. For instance, I started learning French with Duolingo when I came to level 100. I've been missing a lot of streaks, but once in a while I pick it up. So don't stop all those things. Don't stop watching movies. Just find a right time to watch them. All those things are good, but just have to find the right time. Because if you coming from high school, all your time is planned for you, the time you go for prep, the time you go and eat, but now you are the one supposed to make that time for yourself and make it work. So this is how my calendar looks like. So I have anatomy lectures at 7:30 a.m. I place them here, and I can easily move it around. I have biochemistry practicals at 10 a.m. and I can easily move that around as well. Yeah, so I also put it here, wash clothes. So this is how I organize my time in school. And another thing that I wish I knew, number two, is I wish I knew that the content is not hard, but the amount of content and the duration at which you do that voluminous content is just too small. And it's okay not to know everything. There's a lot of things to learn in one module. For instance, as a medical student, when you come to level 200, there are a lot of things in one module, and you are doing things that a normal university student is doing in a whole semester, but you are doing it in like 2 weeks, or it could even be a week. So that's why time management is essential in this situation. For my school, every module has a module guide. So in this case, just use the module guide. It will guide you through the most important aspect that the lecturers will examine you on. And I think that is going to help. Number three, don't put pressure on yourself. When you start medical school, don't put pressure on yourself to get high marks or anything. Just try to study how you learn and what works for you. For me, for instance, I realized that if I wake up early in the morning to study, I sleep in class, so I avoid that at all costs. So some people are also visual learners. Some of them use flashcards. Some of them also use mnemonics. So you have to just try all these things to see the one that works best for you. And one important thing, cramming won't help, because I've done this before, and it's something that you might fall victim to, because in high school I just sit down in the class when there's exam, then you just go and take a book, skim through it, and fast then
Yeah, boy.
go and pass the exam. But in medical school, it doesn't work like that. So cramming, because this information you are learning is you are going to use it to help a patient in the future. So why don't you learn it well and understand it? Yeah, I understand that sometimes the module will be so demanding that you just have to cram and pass. The knowledge you are learning is going to use to help people, not just to get higher marks. So, and one thing I learned from YouTube and the sites I've been reading is that in medicine, it's a lifelong learning process. So you don't stop learning. You don't ever stop learning. Things keep changing in medical school. So finding the way you study and how you study is very important, because this will keep you throughout your profession in medicine if you want to go higher. So it's just learning. So just find your reading early, and I think it will be okay for you. There are a lot of learning materials on YouTube. There are a lot of learning materials. They have osmosis, you have Ambos. There are a lot of YouTubers, Ninja Nerd is there, plenty. You just go and search for them. You see it in other YouTube videos. Search for them and find the ones that you really understand, because there are a lot of video lectures on YouTube that, I'm sorry, they teach better than our lecturers. They actually teach better. You actually understand those lectures on YouTube better. So just find the resources that also help you. And one last thing for this number 3. Starts when the module starts. The moment the moment the lecture starts, just follow the lecturer. Because if you just skip a day or something, if you just pile up, what you do in a day is too much. Sometimes you can't even finish. So when the lecture starts or the module starts, just go with the module to the end. It's I don't finish. It's something I'm working on myself. It's these things I'm sharing with you. I'm sure I'll watch the video myself again, because it's not very easy to find one formula. It's not something like a formula work that this works for me, so it's going to work for every module. No. And number 4, one thing that I also learned online on YouTube is that you can also journal. You can make it digital, or you can have a book that you write stuff in. So what happens in a day, just try to summarize it, talk about your day, write it. There are a lot of scientific studies that show that it's therapeutic and it improves critical thinking in students. And for me, I found it relaxing. I don't do it every day, but the days that I do it, it actually helps me. So you can also read your Bible. If you read your Bible in the morning, maybe in the evening, after you've gone through the day, just come back, sit on your bed, start typing on your phone, or start writing what inspiration you got from the verse, and how your day went, and how what happened during the day helped you to reflect on that Bible verse you learned. So it's very helpful. I'll recommend everyone to do this one as well. I use an app on my iPhone, which it's called a journal app. So I can add pictures to it, and I do this from time to time. If you do it every day, it can also be very helpful. I'll work on mine to do it every day too as well. Please, number 5, enjoy the journey in medical school. Don't always be thinking about the time that you're going to finish. You're eventually going to be a doctor. That one, it is there. You're eventually going to be a doctor. So just forget about that and enjoy the journey. There's something called carpe diem. It means seize the day. And I found this in a clip of the movie.
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. The Latin term for that sentiment is carpe diem. Now, who knows what that means?
Carpe diem. That's seize the day.
Very good, Miss.
Here is where you learn all the basic things you need in medicine and for your profession. So if you say, yeah, you just want to hurry up and finish this stage of your life, it might not help you. So just take some time and appreciate the moments that you are in. Enjoy all the moments in medical school. There are a lot of fun moments in medical school. There is a lot of games that you can join to play. It's not only always about studying. Just appreciate the moment, that this moment is also worthwhile. You always remember this moment of your life. Yeah, at least I've been asking a lot of doctors about this, and that's what they always see. You always remember your medical school. Number 6. Now, one most important thing is get help when needed. In medical school, it's not a lone wolf journey. Get help when you need it, because a lot of high schoolers and who come, all of us are these brilliant people, top of the class, most of them. So there is this kind of pride when you want to ask someone for help. Even your mates, you feel like they will see you as weak or something. No, forget about all those things. You are in the class together. You can ask the seniors, especially the immediate seniors. Talk to many of the seniors, especially the ones who are just uh, ahead of you, and you find that they all have different ways by which they go about the same module or the same subject that you learn. So you just have to go through, listen to them, and find the ones that work best for you. Not all the advice is going to work for you. So you just have to find the one that works for you. All the advice is good, but not all of them is good for you. And one thing, the seniors, some of them discourage the students, their juniors. So just have to find the right senior. The Bible says, by their fruits you know them. So just go to the seniors, especially the ones that you meet in the groups. We have CMF, Christian Medical Fellowship. We have committees, there are a lot of clubs, groups. That's where you're going to find the seniors in the upper levels. You can talk to them, ask them questions, how their life was in when they were like you some years back, and you are going to learn a lot from them. There's one thing a lecturer brought our attention to. He told us that our class doesn't ask for help, and it makes the lecturers see the class as arrogant, or the class that they don't really need help from them. So do ask for help, or tell your class rep to ask the lecturers for help when you need them, because it makes the lecturers also feel that they are doing something to help you. This is also an issue, and it's number 7 on the list. Don't compare yourself to anyone in medical school. And there is no competition in medical school. There is no competition to be first. That's why in medical school, especially my medical school, we do this system called the fail pass honors. So fail is when you get 50, below 50, and pass is from 50 to 79, and 80 to 100 is honors. Because medicine is a professional degree, every student is awarded a pass. It doesn't matter how many top scores you got, and it doesn't really matter getting high scores. And it's not that uh, I'm against high scores or something. It's very good to get high scores, and if you want to get them, get them. But that is not going to show that you are going to be a top doctor or something. There are still top doctors and top surgeons who were never top students. And there is a saying that goes, if you go alone, you go faster. Yeah, the journey. If you go that journey alone, you go faster. But if you go together as a group, you go far. So this saying that we have in our medical school, that water will find its level. Water will definitely find its level. You will find your level, and you find what works best for you. And because of comparison and because of low scores and things, there's this thing called imposter syndrome. And I've learned a lot about it, and I realized I've even been through something like this before. It's where a medical student will feel like, am I even worthy being here? Am I supposed to be here? I'm a fraud, and all those kind of things. And there's this research that shows like 22% to 60% of medical students experience imposter syndrome. And if you don't know what imposter syndrome is, it's basically doubting yourself and doubting your capabilities. Because it's actually funny. You are a brilliant student, and other people see you as a brilliant student. or you come to medical school and because of the pressure and all that, you start to see yourself as not worthy. So it's a very serious issue. It's actually a mental health issue in medical school. So if you experience this thing or you experience something like burnout, burnout, you can contact your lecturers or your counselors in our school. The psychology lecturers are the counselors in our school. You can contact them or you can contact your family member for any help and guidance. Number eight is stay healthy. Stay healthy. As a student, as a medical student, your health is very important. And if because of your health and because of the food that you take, you break down and you go to the hospital, it's going to take a toll on your academic work. So try to find good food to eat. It can be very hard to find time to cook in medical school. It's very difficult to actually cook. When you start cooking, you realize that it has taken almost all of your time, and you might feel like you wasted a lot of your time. So what people do is they order food. Those who have money, they order food all the time, and ordering food can be also detrimental to your health because there are a lot of oil inside this food, and you always eat it every day. It can be bad. So for the ordering of food, you can order food once in a while when you think you are very, very, very busy that you can't even prepare something to eat. And eat fruits from time to time. Eat fruits, banana, orange, pear, apple. Buy some to eat. It's very helpful. There are a lot of vitamins and antioxidants in these fruits that can help you to stay healthy. And one thing is also you can do morning workout. You can do some push-ups early in the morning. You can those who have time can go and jog before they even come and bath. You can also do whatever exercise you want to do. And in our medical school, for instance, our hall is close to our where we go for lectures. So you can walk to lectures. It's also a good cardio exercise. I won't say have good sleep. It's very essential to have good sleep. Don't get me wrong, but having good sleep, it's very difficult to get good sleep. That's one thing. Planning your time as well. You have to plan the time you have to sleep. Sometimes the things can be so much that you even think that even sleeping is even impossible. How can you sleep when there's a lot of things to do like that? I find time to sleep even strange. Sometimes I don't sleep, and if you don't sleep too, you go to class and you might sleep. Me, I'll sleep. For I don't know about you, but for me, I'll sleep, and I don't learn from my lessons. Always, I go and do it again. So eat good food, eat fruits, do cardio exercise, get good sleep, and lastly, please put God first. The God factor is very important, especially in your academic journey. Always put your trust in God along the way. Always join these Christian meetings. For medical school, we have CMF, and the various halls to also have their Christian fellowship that you can join. And it's very helpful. You have a lot of seniors to talk to because they are also going through the same thing you are going through. So they'll advise you the Christian way, and they might even be sort of your Christian mentors to help mentor you along the way in medical school, and it really helps. So don't forget God. Please don't forget God in this journey. All I have said, easier said than done. I can say all these things and probably I don't do it myself. I'm trying to do most of the things I say. Yeah. So easier said than done. Try to do this thing. You can start now. You can start and it will take 1 week. By the time you realize you have stopped doing it at all. So it's all about consistency. And please don't forget you are a smart student. Even if you are called for an entrance exams, you are smart for even being a medical student. Somebody is proud of you that you're a medical student. And this is an advice for the students who want to come to medical school and they are going for their interview. And if you've completed your entrance exams at this point and you are preparing for interview, you have done well. Congratulations. Prepare for the interview diligently. And if you go there, please be yourself. Don't go and lie. They will catch you. Don't go and present a false version of yourself to the panel. They will easily catch you. They will ask you certain questions that will lead to certain other questions you not know the answer for. Being yourself helps the school to know who they are really coming to train to be a doctor. So false identity is not going to help you. And if you are starting medical school very soon, congratulations. You are going to enjoy the 6-year journey. And I promise you it's very interesting. I'm not enjoying the 6-year journey. I'm now going to my 3rd year, but you are going to enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. You enjoy it. Come and enjoy it with me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below, share, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll reply to your comments.